That's how we follow.
Blow it up, that's how we follow.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Sierra. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know, I have new videos on my channel every 4 days, so if you guys are new, go ahead and subscribe and we'll go ahead and get started with the video. So I'm going to be doing a foundation review, and it's for the line that just dropped by Rihanna, and this is the Fenty Beauty, and it's the Pro Filt'r foundation. I got it in the shade 200 and it retails for $34+ here in the US. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm just going to zoom you guys in. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like going on, if it oxidizes, my opinions, how it blends, things like that. I'm going to finish my makeup and then I'm going to do it like vlog style and come back every couple of hours just to show you guys how it's holding up, how it's looking, things like that. It's my first impression review of the product and I'm really excited. Like, it's pretty lightweight, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I just pinned my hair back and I'm going to start with my primer, and I'm going to use my favorite combo. I like the Model's Own Face Base Face Primer, and this is a mattifying primer, and I like to just take this in my T-zone area just because it helps mattify and just like smooth out my pore area. And then I'm just going to use the Stila one just for like the rest of my face, just to help color correct, because I do have some discoloration. It's not that bad this morning because I did moisturize, and I think that the moisturizer helped overnight. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily fair because I didn't wash my brush. I try to use clean products every time. So this is a freshly washed sponge. I washed it twice this morning, but my brush isn't clean, so it might not perform the same, but we're gonna go ahead and see. I just like to do this so you guys can see how the product works with the two different tools, because some people prefer brushes, some people prefer sponge. I like both. I guess I'll use a brush on this side of my face and then the sponge on this side. So the product itself, it just comes in this packaging, and I'm actually shocked by the packaging. It's pretty cool because of the way that she like did this. So when I see this packaging, it's very like kind of like Kat Von D. It's got like that Marc Jacobs YSL, very like sleek and luxurious looking, just because when I notice that like products that tend to be just like all black are a little bit higher in price, but the price point on this isn't too bad. So that's just like my first impression, is it just seems very like luxurious just because like the all black. And then the product itself is heavy, like it feels luxurious, which I just love, but it's white, which is where I'm saying like I'm just kind of like stunned a little bit because it's like black luxurious and then it comes like white. Like the actual packaging is just, I don't know, it's like two different worlds, because usually makeup brands will like have, if like Stila for example, the outside packaging is gold, so then the inside packaging is gold. Kat Von D, the outside's black, the inside's black, and so on and so on. So it's just like, it's cool. Like she did, I don't know, maybe she's just like the best of both worlds. Like she's into the black packaging and she's into white packaging, and she just made it work. So here's what the actual foundation looks like. It's a glass jar and it just looks luxurious, like it looks nice. Here's the lid. I noticed in a video that I watched by ZGjnGW, Rihanna designed the products to be like sort of like octagon, hexagon type shapes, and they like connect together, but I didn't pick up any of the other products because Covergirl was broke as fuck. The foundation, yes, comes with a pump. Okay, alrighty, so that's just one pump, and I'm gonna go in, ooh, I don't know, like this. I don't know how much this product needs. Okay. Turn to the side so you guys can see. Ooh, this is nice. It is definitely a matte foundation. I can tell that right away. And the color is not bad on me. I think it does oxidize a little, but not like orange. The only thing that isn't fair about foundation reviews for me, I noticed, is that keep in mind I like to use a lot of foundation. I'm not at all like, I don't go for one pump. I use a lot of foundation, so just keep in mind for that, because I've already gone through like 2 good pumps for just half my face. That's literally just me. And this side, I'm gonna go in with my brush. This is just a BH Cosmetics brush. I love this brush right here. So I like to just take and tap it everywhere. Wow. you definitely don't need as much product when you use the brush. And yeah, and since it is a liquid foundation, it obviously blended very easily. And then there's the brush side. I think I kind of like the brush side a little bit better. Then again, there's more acne on this side of my face, so that could just be what it is, because it just looks a little bit smoother, but it could just be my texture. Now then I'm going to go in with a second layer on this side, just to see how it builds on itself. So I'll just go in right here, and it already looks heavy with the second layer though. And that's probably because it's a matte foundation. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like, how the like powders blend on it and things like that. And then yeah. So I'm back now and I finished my makeup. It's been a good hour and a half since I was last here. Yes, the crazy lip. I think it's pretty. If you're wondering, it's the Anastasia matte lipstick in Insomniac, and I just had to buy it. It's so cool, and it's, I don't know, it's so cool. But anyways, moving on to the actual foundation so far. So what I can say that I have noticed is it does oxidize. It doesn't oxidize bad, like a lot, but I did end up, like, my face ended up being darker than my neck, so I did have to bronze my neck just a little bit. So that's one thing that I noticed. It's not like bad or anything like that, so maybe go a shade up. Foundation itself looks pretty good. The only thing that I've noticed right now so far is that, I'll bring you guys closer. Oh, so cute. So right here in this area, and then on my nose area, which pretty much always happens with any foundation I wear, is that it is breaking up just a little bit, which I'm sure you guys can see. Like, you guys, you know, you can still see my pimple, my texture and all that, but it is breaking up a little bit here. The fountain, the forehead area, I just don't like how this area looks, especially when I have any kind of like, yeah, movement. The foundation doesn't look very great, but everywhere else, like, oh, look at how smooth and just like matte this looks. It looks really good. I'll be back later. Alright guys, I'm back now and it's 2:20 p.m. Foundation looks good, you guys. I really like it. I think if anything looks oily, it's my highlight. Alright guys, I am back now for the final check-in. It is 8 o'clock now and I just want to take my makeup off. The formula is I think it's a water-based formula because it's very liquidy. It is not thick or like moussey at all, which is surprising because a lot of foundations that are like matte foundations will tend to be a little bit thicker in formula, and the smell to it just smells like makeup. It doesn't have any scent, there's no fragrance. As far as I can tell, there's really no negatives to this foundation. It still looks amazing. How many hours has it been? I had it on for a good 9 hours today and it still looks pretty great. Let me see. Like, this foundation has not changed since I showed you guys hours ago. Same thing, just this area and my nose is the only area that broke up a little bit, but it hasn't broken up anymore since then. So that's great. Like, it could just be like primer or whatever, maybe a powder I put down here, but that's pretty much it. Like, as I said, as far as I can tell, there's like no negatives to this foundation. I really like it. I love the packaging. I love that it just feels luxurious. Like, it's not very lightweight at all. And it's Rihanna. I didn't really realize how much I admire Rihanna until I like saw that she came out with a beauty brand. Anyways, if you guys did like this video or thought it was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what your skin type is like if you're gonna maybe buy this. I do personally think it is worth it because it's only $34 here in the US compared to foundations that are sold like in Sephora. Some of them can be $40 and up. This one was only $34 and it's Rihanna, and it's just like, it's a decent price point for the fact that it just feels so luxurious, as I was saying. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the review first impression here. If you guys did make it this far, I just want to give you guys a big shout out and just say thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate it so much. If you guys didn't know, I post videos every 4 days, so make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell button just to be notified every time I do upload a video. I appreciate it so much, and that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all.